You know, once it's like the artist gets out there, and then once people sit back and say, well, damn, that looks like it could have been a man, it could have been this. Now, once they find out they're transgender, and all of a sudden the focus takes away from the music and the talent and just starts focusing on the genitalia, you know. And so those are some of the obstacles that these girls face, you know. And we're going to break those stereotypes. And then, like I said, there's a lot of trans artists out here don't get the opportunities. And so instead of sitting back trying to conform, you know, it's just like with the Academy Awards. I think it's so stupid when um, we black people sit back and try to make the Academy Awards nominate us. You know, like year before last, I don't think any blacks were nominated for an Academy Award. And so then we go on through these little protests to force them to nominate us. And I remember Don Cornelius with Soul Train was saying, you know, what black people need to do is stop sitting back trying to conform to white America and do what the Hispanics do. You know, they got their own awards. You know, they not, you know, the Hispanics ain't concerned about having any Latino artists and Latino actors being nominated for nothing. They create their own thing, you know.
They all their worth, their entire worth is based on their society, empowering their community with no dispelling anything that is negative. It's always positive. They do a wonderful job, and they have now become the premier uh, choice of people to cater to.
But they have, Karina, they have their own Gala Vision, Univision. They have their own networks. You know, they're not sitting back trying to force themselves on people. They have their own thing. So and as black people, that's what we have to start doing. We have to, with the NAACP awards, we need to start empowering some of the things that we got. And always like protesting white people for things and protesting this. Sometimes you just gotta do your own thing. And anyway, that's what we're doing at Trans Entertainment Network. We're not, we got radio stations and people coming to us for our music, you know, and I'm not trying to break no doors down to get these artists signed and all that. We just, hey, let's just do our thing, and we're trying to get, just get the support of our community, and that's what we have to do. Because you can't feel like this. You can't sit back and go into somebody else's house and tell them how to run their house until you get your house straight.
Preach it, brother. Come on now. Come on, Doc. Get it together. Now get him, Stan. Come on now. Come on now. There you go. I'm serious. Go on, preach to him. Let him know.
So, and that's just how I'm looking at what we're doing, and we're just doing our thing, and that's what and it's they're getting out there, and that's the thing.
And that's why we included the woman station, trans women, all women, women, and more women. All women, all women. We ain't got, I'm not, ain't nobody trying to, you know what I mean? Oh, no, it's the woman station. I didn't say it was a black woman, white woman, Spanish woman,
Right.
trans woman. It is all women. If this is who you identify yourself as woman, this is what the woman station does. This is what we do. This is why I reached out to you, because it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Jasmine is my good friend, and that woman has made me cry, and she knows the word. Do you understand? That girl know the Bible upside and back, and anytime I've ever needed her to give me the strength to go after things that I didn't have any understanding, she would just, man, I love her. And she is a trans woman, and she has always been talking to me for years now about some of the things that's happening in our community. We had domestic violence on last night on our stream on Blog Talk Radio, Atlanta Mix Blog Talk Radio last night in Miami. And we were just talking about violence. That's a subject matter that we want to get into as we continue to go into the shows that we're going to be doing and highlighting special individuals, not just the bad stuff. We got people that our first transgender elected official in St. Paul, Minnesota. She doing it big, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know, and that's the thing too. Minneapolis has been very progressive with the transgender community for years. And one of the things about, you know, because I lived in Minneapolis. I was a school teacher, and I taught there. And one thing about Minneapolis, it was one of the most open cities as far as gender. And I guess somebody told me it dates back to like back in the 60s, because they were heavy into the hippie and all inclusion thing and everything. So, but then down in Atlanta and coming in the South, you know, the Bible Belt and all these places, you know, it's hard to accept that, which I just find really kind of funny. That just, why can't a person just be who they are? You know, why is it that however I live my lifestyle, why would that bother you? You know, and then you got problems with me, but now you're gonna make me a problem with you. You know, just let people be who they are. And that's just something that I just find really ironic. You know, I could care less if you like kissing your dog. That's you. You know.
And that's why I don't go to potluck dinners. You know, people say bring your own food and stuff, make a potluck. I don't do that, Stan. I'll be like, I don't know whether or not the dog made it, or you made it, or the cat had a foot in it. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You know, just let me be who I am. Don't ask me to come over here. I like what you said earlier. I mean, we have to eliminate the whole thing about trying to put people in different categories and compartmentalizing, and then throwing the word at you too at the same time. And we ain't even gonna talk about them hypocrites, because they, you know, what we have some, you know, we can talk about that some other time. We'll talk about it. But anyway, but we just, yeah, but it's just that whole thing. That whole thing. I'm just gonna exit that. But let's talk about the rest of the artists that, now there's some events coming up with you guys. You got one up in Minnesota. There's a huge thing, and what is that all about?
When I finally got a melody, I took it home and I played it for my mother. I gotta tell you a little bit about my mother. You see, I come from one of those pretty large families, and I'm the baby of the family. And you know, you never grow up to your mother.
This is just to translate Tori Cooper in Atlanta, and she runs an event called Hour of Power, and she does like every other Tuesday, and she brings all the trans women together. And Tori has an organization, and they help trans artists get jobs. And we're gonna have like different models, we're gonna have trans models and everything like that. So it's being put together now, but that's gonna be a big event coming up. So there's a few things happening in January, you know, and then we are starting in February, all the festivals and stuff. So we're gonna really be visible in 2018, you know. So yep, this again, I'm actually working with you guys at the radio station.
I don't think you understand. I don't work. I have no job. I keep telling everybody that I don't work at all. I'm on my couch now that I have my elliptical machine together. I'll be working out and drinking a lot of apple cider and turmeric and ginger to drop this fat, so that in 1 year time I'm gonna be so sexy it's gonna make a person sick. And now that I got all y'all healthy people around me, I know, because y'all ain't, I mean, I know, I'm not saying that everybody that's transgender is skinny, but the majority I've seen are very health conscious, you know, just very fit and everything. So I'm gonna need y'all to just get my little fat self just rolling with my little walker, and I'm just gonna get it.
Oh, yeah. You want to get your face beat down, they monsters doing makeup.
I got the whole thing. We gonna do that whole thing. I'm gonna have my whole face padded, matted, everything. I'm gonna have for our photo, for our photo for the all the stuff we're gonna be doing, because we're gonna be all over the country, y'all. This is not just a local thing. We're gonna be in Minnesota, definitely Chi-Town in the house. Down through, we're gonna be through Gary, Columbus, Ohio. We're gonna shoot out to California. I mean, we're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna bring awareness not just to the transgender community, but we're gonna make awareness for women. The Women's Station is about bringing issues up, and so we if you're a woman, no matter what it is, well, you still face this crap that it's the same crap. Sexual harassment, domestic violence, cancer. All these things are platforms that's on our Atlanta Mix Radio website, and you can see that we're active. I call myself doing filming and stuff, but I go to various events. I just stop around town. I be in the streets, and I see different things, and I stop. And this is why it's so important. I've been watching you for quite a while, as we became Facebook friends through, I think, Jasmine, and so. I start to see a lot of things that you guys do, but I just know that in various places like Jackson, Mississippi, Florida, these places we're definitely going. And then we also have our Feminine Relief Project, so that's going to be big on our agenda. That's going to be able to gather, the hurricane survivors need pads and feminine protection and now makeup. So I know a lot of stuff can be donated. They need clothes, things like that nature. But we're definitely thinking about feminine hygiene, because I think feminine hygiene is crucial to any woman, to smell good and feel good. And that gives that makes you feel, you can get with it if your skin and stuff is clean, so.
That's the thing. If a lot of the people, especially your self-esteem has to be built up. And especially when you have like transgender women that are like homeless, a lot of them get beat down, and there's a whole lot of reasons. Just like when you talk about abuse, that's one thing that really has to be covered, because a lot of these girls suffer in silence. And one of the things that we want to do is get back and give out information is power. And once you give out that information to people, you start empowering people. And that's the thing. You can give a homeless person money, and that's temporary. But if you start empowering them and start building their self-esteem.
You're listening to WAMR-DB 1420, Decatur, Georgia.
What we use this platform at WAMR for is to just empower the women with information. But if they get abused, right now there's an epidemic of transgender murders going on, and people, everybody gets on Facebook and social media, and we got another girl murdered. We have to sit and find out, okay, what's going on. We talk about what's going on, but what's the root of it? Why is it taking place? And these are things that have to be that we have to address. And it can't be addressed on one day on one radio show. This is something that has to be an ongoing thing. Just like with the abused women. As soon as you go to the WAMR website, you hear about the abused women. And that's important. So these are things that we're gonna cover as well. So I'm grateful that we're gonna have this platform. And just like when you and I were talking yesterday, I mean, there's a lot of things you didn't even know. You were surprised that I was talking about. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wake up America. I think that's what the show should be called, Wake Up America. So, but that's where we're at.
Hey, I'm on here.
What you think?
Hold on. No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
They trying to make somebody do work, honey. The phone just keep on ringing and ringing. I had Lord, I done ran out of breath. They making somebody. Yeah, Lord, keep talking while I catch my breath. Go ahead. I'm serious. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, that's bad. But yeah, you're right. That there is so much. One of the conversations that I wanted to have with you, but we're gonna talk about that on tomorrow when we talk on the show again. But we want to start lining up some of the things that are happening on a political level, because if you change the political, once we get our voices heard inside the political arena by introducing particular bills to the our representatives, a lot of things can change. The transgender, the violence against any woman, regardless. Right. It's unreported. We talked about that last night with Paying the Purpose out of Miami. We were fortunate enough to have a relationship where from now on, every Tuesday night, we'll be bringing on, a platform of professionals from the National Domestic Violence.
Okay.
And if you go onto the Lanamix Radio website, there is a 800 number for crisis, national number for that. And one of the things I want to do is set up a crisis number for transgenders. So that's going to be something we're going to sponsor, to do an 800 number and have a crisis helpline for just that. And safe houses. They're going to be safe places all over the United States. We're instilling that with committing radio stations to be the place where women can go, all women can go and state that I'm in trouble. And a lot of times it's hard to get into a radio station. It's like this thing I'm in, you got to break, it's all CMU block. You got to blow this thing up to get up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. The roaches in this building gonna be standing after the Holocaust. I promise you. But we're gonna have places like that. We're doing a lot. We're gonna work with the amateur broadcasting, various broadcasting associations. We're gonna make it do what it do. One of the things I want everybody to understand is that Stan has been doing this for quite a while, and people try to on one side downplay transgender women, but on the upside, they have their shit together when they go out. Their hair, their makeup, everything is flawless. Right. And so you people don't get that, but how they take it to the next level. They take it to a next level. But give me about a couple minutes. We're gonna play a song that the Monica has called "Still in Love," and we'll be back. I was hoping to get some of our artists that you have on today, but we'll get it mixed in, and like I said, I definitely wanted the young lady song, because she got on there and she sung. When
I finally got a melody, I took it home and I played it for my mother. I gotta tell you a little bit about my mother. You see, I come from one of those pretty large families, and I'm the baby of the family. And you never grow up to your mother.
That the time that the music is going to be starting, so they can go ahead and kind of go on social media and let people know, that.
Their stuff is going to be in complete circulation all the time. They ain't have to worry about it. It's going to be on all the time. It's not no problem.
Oh, okay.
This ain't one. This not. We don't do one. I don't do one hit wonders. No, I don't do that at all. I'm a Virgo. We do everything in longevity, honey. We get in. Oh, I know what we got along for a reason. See, man, I had the other two Virgos on. But let me get into this little commercial real quick. But my attorney's a Virgo. My architect, my doctor's a Virgo. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Gotta have them. You got that makes the tightest group you ever want to see in your life. We got our shit together, honey. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at us. That's who we are. That's just who we are. Very, 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 very. But we're gonna get into. The Monica was supposed to be calling in, but she probably running late. That is one running late sister. She don't believe fat meat greasy. But anyway, yeah, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Loving Care Family Chiropractic, a state-of-the-art chiropractic family facility for the entire family, owned and operated by Dr. Ebony Hornbuckle Preston. Allow her to love your spine so you can get back to enjoying your life. Through the touch of her hands, your pain will flee, giving you the freedom to enjoy your best life. Her concern is not just your spinal health, but your total health. She will show you natural and holistic remedies that can alleviate many injuries and various types of pain. Work with her and you'll feel stronger and healthier after every visit as you begin to enjoy the new you. Make your appointment today. They're located at 5336 East Mountain Street, Stone Mountain, Georgia, 30083. Or call at 678-884-3778. We're also available on the web at www.lovingcarechiropractic.com. We are Loving Care Family Chiropractic. Let us love your spine.
All right, y'all are listening to the Monica Fly, Still in Love, out of St. Paul, Minnesota. She probably was late for work again, but that's all right. Yeah, we'll be right back.
My darkened room, lying in this bed, thoughts of you, they dance around inside my head. The way that you hold me close, your warm and tender kiss, isn't it wonderful? It's you that I miss. I'm still in love with you, baby. Yeah, still in love. Still in love with you. I'm still in love. I'm still in love, darling.
Listen, girl, you told me that you love me so. You love me for always.
Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful. That is beautiful.
That's all right, y'all. That is the Monica Fly from St. Paul, Minnesota. But man, that sister flew down here and did our feminine relief project down there in Covington, and we gonna do it up, man. Y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Our next event is gonna be in January, so now I have all my artists. see how gangster that is. That is, God, I tell you, only somebody from Chicago and a Virgo could do this type of stuff. I ain't gonna ask nobody but one time. I asked you one time to do something.
Right.
If you don't want to do it, I'm a good. Well, anyway, so definitely we want to make sure y'all tune in because we're gonna be swapping up the days and stuff. But we definitely, one thing I forgot to tell you, we play all indie artists as much as possible. So if you have indie artists as friends and your stuff is pretty much mixed mastered to a level where we can play it on the analog AM dial. And now I'm learning that you got a different digital mix for FM. I'm learning stuff, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, right.
I'm learning stuff now, boy. It's all good. It's all good. But Stan, hey, you know, I sure appreciate you jumping on with me. I was running into a couple of little situations and stuff, but you know, we're gonna do a better start. Tomorrow we're on twice on the AM dial. We're on from 7. I don't mind the app thing as far as the live stream. That's something you can't be on the radio all day and all night. But I like the fact that we have interactive shows and people are on and people can always call in and they can be interactive and you can have discussions. It's one thing to be on radio and talk the whole time, but you want to interact with your public. And this is what's important to us, is that to be able to interact with the public, because your opinion is not the only thing out here. You know, opinion is like an asshole. So one of the other things I wanted to share with everybody before we got up out of here.